Hello everyone, this is Mohannad from Python Ninja YouTube channel. Today we will learn together print statement in Python. Print statement is used in Python to visualize to the end user or at the output side of the editor, visualize variables, visualize text or text representations. We will start by printing or visualizing string data. We use the reserved keyword print. To print string, we use either double quotations or single quotation, okay, to wrap the string. For example, we print hello, okay, this is a string representation to be printed, or we can use double quotation to perform the same task if our variable is outside defined by a variable. For example, welcome equal hello, we can print this variable. In the next slide, in the next video and tutorials, we will also speak about variables. So we can print this welcome variable also in the same way. This is the first thing to print, or what I want to show to you to print a string. For example, if we want to print symbol, we can print symbol also within quotations. For example, I want to print the start, okay, then it will go down. But if I want to repeat this print or this start in the output editor, in the output side of the editor, I, for example, wanted to repeat it 10 times, so I use the multiplier operator to duplicate or to to use as many as what I want of these symbols. Also, I want to also shed the light about the empty print. We can use a print and keep it empty. This will move the cursor one step down. For example, this is a print hello, okay. And by default, if I execute this, the pointer will go to the next line directly by default. So if I want to print another word, for example, word, okay, then the next word will be in a new line. This is set by default in Python to be in a new line, but I can also add another space between hello and word. Sorry for using a small letter. I can use also empty print either by using nothing inside this print or using single quotation or using double quotation. This will lead to the same print. Okay, I can print more than one string representative or string variable. For example, I can say print, for example, this is hello, okay, then I use a separator and I use word, okay, after this comma, then it will also print them together. Okay, here the default separator will be like the space. So if I want to modify this space, for example, I want to add underscore, we have keyword argument within the print statement to do that. So we use another comma and I write zip, and zip is a reserved keyword also, but it's like keyword argument. We will dive more in the keyword argument when we go to learn functions. So I use the separator here, for example, the underscore, then both words hello and word will be separated by underscore. If I want to separate them by star, then I can change the separator. There is also another keyword argument that accompany with the print statement, which is end. For example, if I have this hello, okay, and then in another line I have another print statement that print the word, then by default, the pointer go to the next line to print hello world. So the keyword argument is end, which is by default set to slash n. Slash n mean a new line. So this is the default setting in Python, but we can, for example, print hello and word in the same line by removing slash m and use, for example, empty string, but it will print them as one word here. And if we add space, then it will separate both words that come from different print statements. I can also, rather than string, I can also print numbers. Okay, for example, I can print 1, I can print 1 plus 1, and I can print any of mathematical operations that I have. Also, we can use different style of printing. For example, we can print using that error mode, and this can be implemented when we use sys module. Sys is a Python file that is installed or downloaded when we download the Python and install it. It is a built-in Python file that contains variables and functions that we can import to our project and use again when we perform another project. The default print mode in Python in general use like a keyword which is for example we call it file. This keyword is accompanied with the print statement. For example, we can print here hello, okay, a word, and we but just use a column where we use a comma here, and we use the keyword file, and we use sys, and we now want to access the standard output. So the default print style or fashion is the same what we use even without including this. This is the default one. If we include it or not include it, this will be the same. But in sys, there is a different standard for error. For example, for error mode, which is the standard error. And if we execute this, we will notice that the printing now in error mode style, so we have like red color for this hello world. We can use this in at different stage of our program, maybe when we reach to a warning situation or when we exceed a limit, we can use this print to guide the user or the end user about the error that will face in the code. The last thing, just to close this print statement, I want to also highlight printing on a file, like outside Python. At some situation, if we monitor something, we have a Python code that perform monitoring or that will detect harm situation, then send report or an external report to a different location of this computer. Then we want to print the output to a file, not to the output side of the editor. For this, we use advanced advanced concept in Python programming that we will be highlighted later and in a wider way, which is the context manager. So we use this syntax with open like give you a new way to write the Python code using the context manager. So we we now open the file. For example, we can name it anything. We can for name it test.txt. So we use the essential text here to have like a text file, and we use also this W plus as a separated argument to open this text file if it doesn't exist, and write the following line into it, and we use as file. Don't worry about this structure or this code structure. We will give like 2 or 3 tutorials about context manager and how can you write a code with this style. Just for this tutorial, you have to learn more about the print statement and many scenarios to use the print statements as a printing using the error mode, and how can we use the separator, the end keyword, and how can we print or visualize this result or string or whatever to an external file, and then we print whatever we want. For example, we print hello, this is Mohanad, and this school, sorry, Mohanad, and we use additional argument here. We call it file equal file, which is the same. This should be the same of the file. So we open as file, and we have to use this file. So we see here file argument is used with a standard output to print in the error mode, and now it is used also with the context manager to write this print statement outside the run side of the editor. So we see nothing printed here, but if we go to our project in the left side where we initiate this project, we will see like text file with the same so a text file with the same name that we did before, and this will contain hello, this is Muhammad. Thank you for today's tutorial, and see you next tutorial where we will describe the variables that is used in Python.